I want to know a little bit more, Mr. Copeland, about the security measures that the business takes in order to protect the property.
Well, as I said, currently we've contracted with a company called Electric Bulldog, so that's what we have now. It's like a Jurassic Park fence, and it's literally 7,000 volts, and it hurts a lot. That doesn't deter everyone, but it's certainly slowed things down. The cameras, it's a 3-acre lot, and I only have power to the first quadrant of it, which is where the office is. It's impossible to cover that kind of acreage with cameras, especially without power sources. There's no light in the lot. Unfortunately, PGE came and cut down our light poles a couple of years ago, and it's just super dark out there
Why
at night.
did they do that?
Because we wanted them to turn off the lights because the lights ran 24 hours and we were charged an exorbitant amount of electricity.
Do you recall seeing cameras in the yard that were positioned?
I took pictures. Mr. Jesse even told me, he said, I'm going to go review the cameras and we'll discuss it. And I called him back. He said he reviewed the cameras. He said he seen someone cut something in his fence. They came in. So apparently he had to see something in view of my vehicle, because this is exactly what he said to me.
Hang on, ma'am. Were there security cameras that captured any activity?
Not around her vehicle. And I don't recall the conversation. It's been a year ago.
Is this one of the areas that these ne'er-do-wells entered the property? Because I see the barbed wire.
That fence has been breached in the past, yes.
So what have you done in order to make it less breachable?
We restring the barbed wire, we reconnect the fence links.
But you
That's
see
all I
that they
do.
can keep taking down the barbed wire.
Outside of that fence, we put a 12-foot tall electric fence. So they got to really want to get in.
I have one question for you, which is you knew there was a TV. At the least, you knew there was a flat screen TV in there. And you knew that there are areas of your yard that are not covered by the cameras that you have up. In fact, the cameras are primarily there to protect your office. You know, if I take on somebody's property and they break into my house, you could say, well, listen, this was the intervening act of a third party. But everything about your business is the safety and protection of someone's property so that it's not left on the street to be taken, stolen, damaged, or vandalized. And by the way, you didn't get any money from the insurance company for the
Nothing.
TV. Why did they
Nothing.
deny that? That was something you saw as well.
I can't speak to that.
Tanya, I totally agree with you that in certain circumstances, the intervening criminal acts of another perhaps prevent the other party from being responsible. But in a job like this, where that's what it's about, your job is to protect...
Your whole job.
Right, to protect thieves from touching her car, which is why you tow them. I mean, I think that he did what he could, you're right, but I still think that there were other things he could have done to keep her property safe. And I found her credible. So the first issue there, his negligence, I find him responsible under a bailment theory. And the second aspect of it, what was in the vehicle, the items that she submitted proof of, even though some of them were from 2017 and 2019, exceeded the amount that she's asking for. So even based on depreciation, I couldn't add salt to her injuries. So I think she's entitled to the $5,000.
I agree with you 100%.
Thank you, Judge Correa.
I think they did a lot to keep the property safe, but they didn't do enough. I didn't like the fact that they took down lights in order to save money on the power bill. You've got a 3-acre lot, whereas you point out your only job is to keep things safe, and you shut down the lights to save power. That's not a good fact. So I'm right there with you, right there with you.